Welcome to Lesson 2 of Module 6. What you will discover in this lesson is how to set up a Facebook page step by step, the 10 key elements needed to have a winning Facebook business page, how to choose the category, a username, profile photo, and cover photo, the positioning roadmap, the detail that is important to do right now and not put off till later. The goal of this lesson is to go through exactly step by step how to create a winning Facebook page and learn what elements are critical for results. By the end of this lesson, you'll know confidently that you have all the vital elements and your positioning roadmap is in place for a Facebook page that gets results. Now that we covered the pros and cons of a Facebook business page in Lesson 1 and understand the importance of having one, now is the time to set up your Facebook page. Even if you already have a Facebook business page, you will not want to miss this lesson because I will cover the 10 key elements for a winning page. So you might want to go through this lesson just to be sure you have all the important details in place. So let's dive in.
Okay, welcome. Here we are on the Facebook, and we're on the good old computer, and we're going to walk through step by step how to set up a Facebook page. Okay, now I know that many of you may already have a Facebook profile already. Okay, and with that said, be sure you're on the home page, which is the news feed, and click on page on the left-hand side of the list. Okay. Alternatively, you can go head on over to facebook.com/business. Again, that's facebook.com/business, and click on the green button, create a page on the right-hand side. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go on over and we're going to click on pages. Okay. So let's get on over there. And here we are. Okay, now for the sake of this lesson, guys, I'm going to walk through an example page with you. As you can see, I do have several pages, including my one that I use all the time, the Michelle Stepherson one that you are seeing at the top. Okay, so what we're going to go do next is we're going to go ahead and click on the green button that says create a page at the top right hand side. Okay. From there, what we're going to do is you're going to be greeted with several business options, including local business or place or brand or product, right? You want to select the type of business, and considering that if you are going through this lesson, most likely you're a home-based business owner or a network marketer or affiliate marketer or something like that. So you are going to want to go ahead and click on community or public figure. Okay? So when you're ready, you're going to go ahead and click on getting started. But note, okay, and I want to underscore this for you, that doing so indicates your acceptance of Facebook's terms and conditions for business pages. So you might want to check these out before you proceed. If you own your own company, meaning you write the paychecks of the employees, okay, then most likely it's going to be a local company, all right? But for right now, we are going to go ahead and click on Get Started underneath Community or Public Figure. Okay, so moving on from there, you're going to see this page. And you are going to want to first create your page name. Now, my recommendation for you is always, especially that we're going to be creating a public figure page, I am highly suggesting that your page name be your name. Okay? So, I would generally put in my name here, but for the sake of this lesson, we're going to an example. We're going to call it Mary Testing. Okay? So Mary Testing is creating her public figure page, right? And in that category, she's going to add a category. Now, what Mary is doing with her page is creating valuable content. She's going to be educating people in regards to, you know, for her target market. She's going to be educating people. Now, if Mary had a health and wellness company and she was going to educate people about certain types of health and wellness things, then she can go ahead and probably type in health and wellness website. Okay? But for the sake of argument, she is going to be in education. So let's say Mary Testing. So for myself, my website is education. It's education in network marketing and things of that nature. So I am going to go ahead and put in education website. Okay? Then I'm going to go ahead and click on continue. From there, it's going to want you to add a profile picture. Okay? Now, in a previous lesson, we have talked about the importance, and I have given you some resources in regards to important profile picture. Now, my profile picture that I use on my page throughout my social media channels is this picture right here. But again, for the sake of this lesson, we're going to be Mary Testing. Okay, so Mary Testing is going to have, we're just going to just pick a picture. Okay, now with your profile picture, guys, you want to make sure that it is a smiling picture of you. A smiling picture of you. And it should be below your shoulders with a headshot, no sunglasses, a smiling face of you, and a picture that picture that you should use throughout all of your profile social media accounts, throughout social media, okay? So I just want to kind of add that real quick tip for you right there. The next thing that they're going to ask you to do is upload a cover photo. Now, guys, you can create a cover photo in canva.com, or you can go on over to Fiverr.com, which is Fiverr, okay? Fiverr.com. And for just $5, you can get yourself a nice professional cover photo made. Alrighty? You want this cover photo to speak to your target market. Alright? And in the next lesson, I'm going to be covering optimizing your Facebook page. So you get a little bit more familiar in regards to that cover photo when we get to that lesson, okay? But for right now, we are going to leave this alone. You want this cover photo to portray your brand, all right? And again, guys, I would not use anything to do with your company name, your company product. You want to be branding you, because you're already your own brand, alrighty? So for the sake of argument, we're going to go ahead and skip this step. I would not skip this step if I were you, but for the sake of this lesson, we're going to skip this step. Okay. So now, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and wait for that to come up. Okay. Now, with that being said, guys, you are now going to be exploring your page, actually. So, ta-da! Your page is now live, and at this point, you're going to be prompted to take a quick walkthrough of a few features. So, like right now, it's asking you to invite your friends, and I, quite frankly, would not do that just yet until we complete all of the steps involved. Alrighty? So I would not do that just exactly yet. So now, with that being said, here in the middle, you're going to see add a short description. Okay? Now, this short description, for the sake of argument, I'm going to go ahead and add my tagline in my short description for right now. Basically, with this short description, you want to help people understand what it is that you offer and what it is exactly that you're doing and assisting them with. Okay? So that's going to be important. So we're going to want to go ahead and click on Save on that. All right? Now, you're going to want to create a username. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and click on About. Okay? And in the About section, there are a few things that you're going to want to do. Now, generally, you would have an @ symbol here and Mary Testing. So, with that being said, create a page @ username here. Okay? So now, @ username. The @ username I would put for Mary Testing. So Miss Testing is going to be @ Mary Testing. Okay? Now, sometimes our profiles are our names like that. Okay? So my profile is Michelle Stefferson Barrett with my married name in there. My page is Michelle Stefferson Coaching. Okay? So, because Mary is educating people in network marketing about how to get leads and social media marketing, she's just educating people in that realm, I'm going to use her as Mary Testing Coaching. Okay? And we're going to go ahead and create that username. Now, the reason that popped up, guys, is because I've already created a test page previously, so it's not going to let me make a username here. So I am not going to do that here, okay? With that being said, complete your About Me section, okay? And while you might be tempted to leave these details for later, it's important to fill out all the fields in your Facebook page About section right from the start, okay? As Facebook is often the very first place a customer goes to get information about you, and having it all there is extremely important. So, for example, if someone is looking for a business that's open till 9 and can't find the information on your page, they'll surely keep looking until they find another place that's more forthcoming. It's also a good idea to list information about your Facebook Messenger protocol, such as your online hours and estimated response time. Okay? So, make sure you go ahead and create your username here. You will absolutely want to enter your details and your description, so you will want to add your phone number. You will want to enter your email address and enter website. Now, let me explain this real quick, guys. This should not be your replicated website that you get with your network marketing company. Okay? Absolutely not. This should be a website that you own. That is yours. That you can go in and fudge anything about the pages that you want to. Okay? And for the sake of argument, my website that I own is michellestefferson.com. So in previous modules, we talked about your domain, using your domain name in your Gmail account. That was the very first module that we discussed. So I am suggesting that your domain name for your website is going to go here. So Mary would go in and put in marytesting.com. Okay? So that's exactly what we're going to do for you as well. Alrighty? Now, moving forward from there, I would not worry about any of this section as of right now, because the About Me section is incredibly important. And then on the right is your story. This is where your story goes, guys. Okay, guys, so the next thing that we're going to quickly do is we're going to head on over to Edit Page Info in the right-hand corner here. And we're just going to check on some things real quick. In your general, don't worry about Impressium. Okay? In the contact area, do make sure you put in your phone number here. Do make sure you put in your email address. Like I spoke about, that website at your name, your domain name.com. Your location, you do not need to have a street address in here. Okay? That will not be necessary because people will not be visiting your street address. And the next important thing is the hours. So be sure to put in the hours of operation that you will be online so they can know when you're readily available for them to either message you or contact you. Okay? So after you edit your details, pardon me, we're going to go back on over here to posts. And what you're going to do once we get to that page is now you want to start engaging with your people. After you make this post, this is when you can start inviting people to like your page. After you add your cover and all of the important details that we went through in this lesson. So for a post, I am going to create a quick post, and you can, borrow off of me if you need to. What I do recommend that you do is you do add a photo. For a post of this magnitude, I would absolutely recommend a smiling face of you that shows you're not too far away where they can't see you. Just you in the picture of you smiling and being all happy, because remember the post says you're celebrating. Okay? And once you are done with that and you use a picture of that type, go ahead and click on Publish. And once you have everything filled out, your username, your cover photo, your first post, and everything that we discussed in this lesson, then you will click on Publish your post, and you will go ahead and start asking people and inviting people to like your page. Now remember, on your profile page, many of those people are your friends and family. I got to tell you that most of those people are not in your target market. So I would not recommend inviting all those kinds of people. I would absolutely recommend that you invite people that are absolutely in your target market to like your page. Okay? But real quickly, I also want to speak about here, and in this section would be a section. So I'm going to go ahead and click on About real quick. I'm going to go ahead and leave this page real quick so I can show you what I mean. Right here is your story. This is your About Me. So in a previous module, we talked about your About Me page and how to write a compelling About Me page. I gave you the training and the workbook resource that goes along with it so that you can learn how to write a compelling About Me page. Here's a quick tip for you. Writing a compelling About Me page is more about your reader than it is about you, okay? So in order for you to be able to write that compelling page, I suggest that you go back on over to that resource and take a little bit of time to make that happen. So that's it, guys. That's it for lesson 2. In the next lesson, we will be covering how to optimize your Facebook page that gets results. So I hope you enjoyed this lesson. I will see you over there. And don't forget, below are the transcripts and the PDFs that go along with this training to help you get through this lesson a lot quicker. And with that being said, I'll see you in the next lesson.